We are now recording. Hello, everyone. Everyone who is on YouTube at the very least, because we've been going for a little bit, because we usually do a little bit of a pre-stream before I actually get started. But yes, this is my weekly stream, usually on Saturdays at 5 p.m. Central, unless I indicate otherwise. And as usual, I am joined by Cybernetic Pink Eye.
Hello.
I guess you kind of had to go partial Joker over there, Mark Hamill's Joker.
I didn't even mean to, honestly.
Yeah, it's just the default mode for you at this point. Anyway.
I guess.
Anyway, I am going to be continuing my playthrough of the Dragon Age: The Origins of Dragon Age Origins. Not exactly.
Complete with technical difficulties.
Hopefully not. I would like to avoid that, por favor. I'm sorry, that... I know actually how to speak in a moderately Spanish accent while I'm actually speaking Spanish. One of my internal jokes is to pronounce something in an almost over-exaggerated American accent.
Hand me them there tortillas.
Can you put some jalapenos on that sandwich for me?
This would taste great with guacamole.
You shut up with your guacamole. I'm gonna just double check. Alright, the audio should be fine. As I do something that kills the audio. Okay, that's great.
I mean, just wait for it.
Anyway. So, if I sound a little bit more subdued today to all of you who are coming into this either later or after it gets posted to YouTube, I am still not feeling 100%. That was part of the reason why I ended up missing last week's recording. I am determined not to miss another week's recording. So here I am, still not feeling great, but I'm going to do my best. But I may sound like a little less energetic than I usually do. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Excuse-moi. Actually, I mean, hablo un pocaso, fucking Christ. Hablo español un poquito, pero estudiando solamente 2 años en la escuela y no recuerdo mucho. Tengo que estudiar muchas más. No recuerdo mucho. But, anyway.
What she said.
I guess. See, it's one of the funny things. This is the worst thing that's the first thing that comes to mind. But there's that episode of Family Guy where Brian and Stewie are traveling and they get in the back of that one truck and that one guy is like, I don't really speak English, but I only only that and this sentence explaining it. What, really? ¿Qué? I'm literally the inverse of that. I am literally the inverse where I can say, I can literally be like, Buenos días. Lo siento porque hablo español solamente un poquito, pero, no, fuck off, train!
I like trains.
I like trains. I can do, like, almost literally the same thing with Japanese. I can be, Konnichiwa, watashi wa Lindsay desu. Hajimemashite, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. And that's literally all I can say. I mean, that's great for initial greetings, but it's not so great for, holding an actual conversation. No, we're not swearing on the stream. Do you want me to get
I was about to say, watch your language.
You gonna
Phoenix? That train has feelings.
Are you trying to get me demonetized?
She said to swear.
Son of bitch. Okay.
I still love the story of when you were working retail in that one store and you were explaining to that one woman how you spoke limited Spanish, and she said, "Really, mija? Because you speak it fluently."
Yeah. Well, I did have a couple of I had a couple of customers who would actually. Anyway, so we're actually playing a game right now. Despite this extended intro here where I'm talking about shit. And I leveled up last time, and I didn't actually level up. So,
Last time on the adventures of Thumb.
I forgot his name was Thumb. Hopefully we're going to have fewer technical difficulties this time. Hopefully that should not be an issue. However, if things do happen, that's just part of the course at this point. Ooh, I get to... Oh, fireball! Yes! Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Hadouken!
I mean... No! Fuck! That's not... No... What... How do I... What button do I push?
Well, that was the stream, everybody. Join us next time.
P. It's a good thing you're here to remind me of everything else that I hate that's not me. Anyway, last we left off, Evelyn made it out of the complete and utter betrayal at Ostagar, as the Darkspawn overwhelmed what few soldiers had actually made it to Ostagar, despite that being the best effort that the king could actually muster at the time. Alistair and Evelyn are the only Grey Wardens to have survived that battle, and of course we now have Morgan, who is now wearing clothing instead of a purple glitch suit. And we are now joined by Thumb, the dog! Hey, Thumb! He wags his tail happily. Do you see anything interesting? Thumb returns with what looks to be a 100-year-old bottle of wine. Dust still clings to it. Oh, thank you. That is also a gift, I believe. Let's see. Fancy okay, where's the... Oh. Garble's Backcountry Reserve. So that's, it's a gift, and it's one that I would actually give to someone specific. The gift giving in this game, by the way, is actually really interesting. There are some gifts that are very clearly meant for only some people. And in some instances, they are so specific that if you try to give them to someone else, that character will literally reject it and say, no, that's not for me. Sometimes if you give the wrong item...
That's how smart is supposed to be, anyway.
Oh, I'm going to get into... Well, okay, I'm going to pause for a second. If you give a gift that is meant for someone else, that isn't, like, quest-locked or something like that, to a different character, the character will basically go, okay, and might even disapprove of you because you're like... They're like, you really didn't think this one through, did you? But I try to keep track of what items go best with which characters. Anyway, Alistair's got something to say, apparently.
Do you think they understand everything we say?
Conversational barking.
Oh, is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know.
Angry growl.
Hey now! There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy?
Happy barking.
Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? That's what the Chantry kept telling me anyhow.
Well, you know what? You're right. Utter morons can be adorable, Alistair. Okay, that's mean. He's not actually an idiot. Oh, that's right. I've got a full inventory. I should probably get rid of some things.
Yeah. Also, Stengo, maybe don't give the wine to dogs, because as we all know, dogs hate grapes.
Yeah, that's not good. Why am I still running around like I'm going to collect things here? Hey, farmer.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
I'm alive. Well, what makes you think that?
You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
I'm a mage. Well, all things considered, I may as well go with a fairly vague but honest response with, yes, I was with the king's army.
I thought them that survived already marched north with the Term. You must be a survivor, or a deserter. Lucky you, I guess.
Yeah, you must be a survivor or a deserter. Yeah, I'm not the one who deserted things.
Can't promise I'm gonna answer them.
Alright. Who's in charge of this village?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
You don't have a ruling lord?
He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns. If he returns.
Huh. Well, what's going on here?
What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
Were those bandits always outside the village?
Were? You mean they're gone?
Yes, I drove them off.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian'll be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
Wow! Thanks, bitch! Actually, I killed them! I didn't just drive them out. I fucking killed those bitches.
Don't let me
Drove
stop
them
you.
into the fucking ground.
I mean, almost literally. Oh, good, a Templar! That's what I, a mage with an extra mage, want to run into right now. I have...
Also,
What?
I'm remembering an observation I had last stream, and I love and hate the direction where my mind goes sometimes, because now I can think is hashtag Spoony did Ostagar.
It took me a second because I also just now remembered that you compared Logain to looking like the Spoony one.
It's just him!
It's not, though.
Physically speaking.
Not entirely. You're racist. Anyway.
He's white!
Also, this voice might sound familiar to you guys if you've played other installments in this, or if you've played Skyrim, because apparently he voices, like, half the NPCs in there. But anyway.
If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found.
Can I take shelter in your arms?
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
Well, what do you mean?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Can I ask a few questions?
I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense.
Is anyone in charge there? Here?
The band has marched north with Tern Logain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
Alright. So things are pretty bad here. Pretty much everything here is listed as a refugee. So that's always nice. Let's see. So there's that person there, but I'm gonna deal with them in I'm just trying to double check certain things. Deal with that person in a bit.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
You'd be right. You would be right, sir. I'll be your mommy.
Have you seen my mother?
Well, when aren't you?
Did you want me to be your mommy?
Listen, I'm trying to enjoy this, Mr. Pibb.
And also, hello, all y'all lovelies, people who have been trickling in. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
I am, for people who do not know, I am joined by a cybernetic pink eye, and I don't know why the accent either. Anyway.
I mean...
Anyway, cutscene, fuck you, it's my turn to talk, always. Anyway. I love the fucking accent on the child here. Have you seen my mother?
Like, what fucking Doctor Who episode did you come out of, kid?
Yes, I am going to adopt everyone. Anyway, you poor thing. Did you and your mother get separated?
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
See, part of me is tempted to say that this is not someone who native... Like, this is so British that it's almost, like, clearly a parody of itself. But I have known actual British people who talk like this.
I was gonna say...
It's a shame.
We kind of know some.
I mean, not exactly, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her! This is my beautiful, expertly crafted English accent. I know that I sound really indistinguishable from an actual British person. I'm really good at emulating other people's voices. Well, come with me. I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Smart kid. Let's see. Here, take the silver. Buy something to eat.
A whole silver! Wow, thank you. You're a really nice lady. Kind of like Mother. I should go look for her.
Yeah, I lost 1 silver. Oh no, whatever will I do? Whatever will I do with... What is that? 31,269 sovereigns. Whatever will I do without that 1 silver?
So
Think
let's
of the
talk about
thumb.
Your mother
Also, ambient dialogue again.
for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps, you would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Or we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Excuse me, what you're fucking saying about mages outside the chantry? You wanna fucking go, bitch? You wanna fucking go, mate? You wanna fucking go at it, huh? Little fucker? Okay.
Also, you joke, Ragnar, but I'm pretty certain there's more than a few Hetalia slash fics following that logic.
Yeah. I guess. Anyway. Let's see, where do I want to go? Okay, I think this direction.
This is illegal, you know.
No game survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south.
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad he couldn't save poor King Cailan. Blast those Grey Wardens, they deserve what they got and more.
I'll say. First they drag the king down there and then they throw him to the wolves. It's no wonder it all went bad.
Huh. So that's an interesting perception of how things are going with the Grey Wardens. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that the Grey Wardens are perfect. There's certainly a lot of evidence built up in this rest of the series that indicates that the Grey Wardens need a serious overhaul. But then what doesn't in this world?
I mean, looks at the Jedi Order.
Well, there aren't any Jedi here, but thank you. The thing is there's now rumors that the Grey Wardens were the ones who led Cailan to fight in the fucking battle, when literally you saw that Duncan was like, maybe you shouldn't be here. Maybe you should go somewhere safe because you're the king. Maybe you shouldn't be here. Also, hello, Physio.
No, but adventure, though.
Or Phys... Yeah, okay. Yeah, but anyway. Glory. Glory. But yeah, it appears that the reputation of the Grey Wardens has continued to suffer. Because, you may recall, there was apparently something that had them driven out of Ferelden at one point and driven to disgrace. Duncan was very concerned about the reputation of the Grey Wardens. So, the thing is that you can't adjust character models in this game. Like, you can't actually, like, adjust their heights or body shape or anything like that. Which, again, understandable, that is a lot to have to code for. But, so, the character of Evelyn is actually supposed to be quite a bit smaller, and if I had my way, she would actually have a very long braid. But again, hair textures, and especially ones that would have to move like that, would be difficult to mod in. So I'm content with having her hair like this. The reason I bring this up at all is that this would probably actually be closer to the height difference between these two in the canon that I have for this character. She's not a halfling. She's not that short. I mean, okay, yes she is. She's like 4'10", something like that.
I was gonna say, like, this isn't exactly to the actual, like, scale, but this looks to be the height difference between you and me.
Yeah, I come up to about your chin, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Somewhere around your chin. But that's because you're a giant. Anyway, I'm gonna go in here and kick off a cutscene, so fuck you.
Well, look what we have here, men. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a woman by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen her?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
I love that she's wearing a sword despite wearing the robes of the Chantry. Oh, I guess someone's singing right now. Anyway, so this is actually one of those things where these characters being here is actually a remnant of an eventually dropped storyline. But it's still something, and it adds to a particular impression of Logain that is actually somewhat misleading, but to an extent, this is what we are supposed to be believing at this point anyway. So let's see.
Spoilers.
Okay. Let's see. What makes you think we're traitors?
Tern Logain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Oh, really?
Enough talk. Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right. Let's make this quick.
Okay, I'll make it quick. I just learned Fireball, so let's do that. Yeah, that takes care of most people here. Oh.
You called it, Phoenix.
Huh?
They said it's a fantasy game. There has to be a bar fight.
I don't think you guys want to be standing too close to me.
Right, you won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Splattered with blood. Yeah, let's set the whole tavern on fire and blow it up. That's what I want to do. Let's see. Take a message to Logain.
What do you want to tell him?
The Grey Wardens know what really happened.
I'll tell him. Right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
So I see. Where does a sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
Yeah, imagine being a bystander in this place and all of a sudden a fucking fireball explodes and knocks you out of your seat. That would be just kind of in addition to all sorts of other problems. But let's see. Let's see. What does that mean?
I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest. Not even an initiate.
I am Evelyn. A pleasure.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Excuse-moi? Also, by the way, how is the game audio versus my spoken audio, and as well as Griffin's spoken audio?
I mean, it's sounding like a pretty good even mix on my end.
Okay, that's good to hear. Good. I just wanted some ale! I just wanted some ale!
I never asked for this.
I mean, you never ask for... Well, no, that's not true. You never ask for anything that you actually get.
I mean...
Hang on a sec. Why so eager to come with me?
The Maker told me to.
Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
I don't need your help, sister. Or... yeah.
But I will go, for now. It's not important that you believe what I say, only that you serve the Maker in the end. Think about it, please. That is all I ask.
Okay. Just casually standing, weapons out. Alright. Well, that's taken care of. Yeah, the Maker is God, basically, in this universe. Or at least, so far, that is what we have been led to believe.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
It's the popular belief within that particular
How are we
religion.
supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that...
There are 2 moons! In Thetis!
All the Redcliffe knights were looking for it. As if they didn't have anything better to do. I don't get it.
Anyway.
Got a cousin in the temple.
What?
He says the mages in the tower out on Lake Calenhard are all turning into demons.
What?
They always say that, though.
Well, this time it's true. They're not sure what to do about it yet, he says.
What's to do? I thought you killed them.
Easier said than done. Mages pick a fine time to go turning into demons, I tell you.
Sorry, there was a rumor about the mages turning into demons. That doesn't make me feel good. At all.
I mean...
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft.
You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows. But what about my food? I said enough.
Unfortunate racism is unfortunate, given that they coded the chastened as all being dark-skinned.
Name me one form of racism that isn't unfortunate.
They are all unfortunate. I'm just saying it's compounded here.
Yeah.
Alright.
The funny thing is that whenever I hear marsh folk, all I can think of is like Florida man.
Hello?
You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner? Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I am Evelyn. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
Let's see. What did you do to end up in here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Let's see. Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
That's horrible.
I agree.
Capturing you must have been difficult.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders.
You didn't resist capture?
I waited for several days until the knights arrived.
Why?
Because I wished to.
How long have you been here?
20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most.
That's a long time to live without food or water.
Compared to your kind, maybe.
Yeah, I am a very squishy mage, that's very true. Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
Huh. You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Excuse me, bitch? I could fireball your ass right now. You wouldn't like it. Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
Yeah? Well, you're not gonna exactly find a fan of the Chantry in me. They locked me up for my entire fucking life. I'll have nothing more to do with them. I hate this situation.
We done heard what was said. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Why did you sound constipated when you did that? Oh well. Fireball time. And Thumb is the only one okay. Oh, and they're coming in to flank. Okay. Thumb is the one completely unaffected by it. Are you okay over there? So the problem is you're forced to kill these people, even though they really are only acting out of desperation.
Yeah. Well, no, but you're the good guy, though.
Oh, I'm so good, apparently.
Might is right.
So, a bunch of dead people for no reason except that they're desperate and they happen to attack me.
I mean, you needed the XP.
Hi.
Oh, hello again. So will you let me help you? Will you let me come?
How do you think you can help me?
I helped you in the inn, remember?
I suppose you did at that.
I'll be honest. When I heard about the Darkspawn, I felt something urging me to leave my sheltered life in the cloister and do something. Anything. And then the vision. It cannot be coincidence that you are brought here so soon after I was called by the Maker.
Her plea seems wholehearted. And even though she seems a little strange, she does have skill. I vote to let her come along.
Alistair, she's one archdemon short of a blight.
Yes, but she seems more, ooh, pretty colours, than, I'm Princess Stabbity, stab, kill, kill.
Haha, Alistair. I mean, this is slightly out of character for my character, but very well, if you insist.
Thank you. I won't let you down, I promise.
And get out of my party.
Blast and damnation. Indeed.
Get into my party. Get out of my party and into my party. So all of these things that I have been laying... Yeah, she crossed her arms because Alistair was being kind of a dick, but then again, so was Evelyn. I just wanted to trigger that dialogue because I love Alistair's line there.
Sorry, sis. I love how even though Morgan doesn't have the color glitch anymore, her fire is still purple.
Well, yeah.
And so she's still the purple bitch.
Oh yeah, there's you.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear, you know.
You're out of food?
Whole mess of refugees come in and leave me every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
And the merchant is getting away with it?
For now, that gouger isn't careful, he'll wind up in the cage with a canary, or worse. Mark my words. People get more desperate by the day.
Huh. Show me what you've got. And he's got quite a bit, but then again, so do I. And I... Wait, that's fine. Balanced greatsword. Let's see. Let's compare here. Alright. Don't need the ornamental sword. That's fine. Don't need the mace. You know, I probably don't need this, actually, if I've got the Phoenix Eye here. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Just clearing out some of the stuff in my inventory to make room. Probably do not need a chantry robe.
I mean, I can't see how that's gonna come in handy anytime soon.
Probably don't need this either. Just kind of scrolling through to see what I've got. I know this is so entertaining for everyone else. Amulet of Accord. Huh.
I mean, it's a necessary evil when it comes to these sorts of games.
Yep, inventory management. Yeah. Oh, golden rope necklace. I will want that. Eventually. And ale. Well, injury kits are always useful. Health poultices are always useful. I mean, I am a healer, but it is always nice. Let's see. I think you've got... Oh, there's a... Okay, Warpaint of the Vanguard. And Caddis of the Courser. I think I'm going to hold off on that for now. Lyrium Potion recipe. I'm going to take that. Thorn of the Dead Gods. Well, I think I'm fine. But let's see. We have a new party member. Let's see about equipping her. She's got leather boots, so... Oh, and she can't wear those. You know, I know a lot of people... Let's see. I mean, she might wear that, but I don't feel like that's appropriate, so... Oh, God! That's not right. I see we're not done with this. Oh, Lord!
Welcome back to the glitch stream, everyone.
Oh, no. I am amazed. I am...
Taste the rainbow.
I... Wow. Okay, does this actually translate out into the physical world? No, it's just...
I hope so.
No, looks like it's just in... Wait. Oh, it's, It's having some fun here. Liliana, Liliana, I think I'm gonna help you out a little bit here. Okay. I don't like this, but...
I think you've just improved the experience. Oh, God.
So let's throw this on you.
Oh, well. It was fun while it lasted.
Shut up, you.
Listen, I adore seeing the breakdown of structure in these games that try and take themselves way too seriously.
How are you meant to be stealthy when in rainbow neon colors?
By being a fucking boss, that's how.
I will say that it does look good on her. I'm just not super much a fan of impractical armor. So, let's see.
I've never been a fan of the whole, like, lingerie line of armor when it comes to female characters in RPGs.
I got other gear to sell.
I mean, I'm generally not a big RPG person anyway, but...
Yeah, I don't think I need these. And quite honestly, okay, I don't need that. Dusk and fluorescence, okay. See, this is the problem with having too much stuff. Well, I suppose... I'm gonna hold on to those for now. Gonna get rid of some of this other stuff. I don't think we need this anymore. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm just trying to clear up some inventory space because there are some other things that I want to have. Hey, this battle dress of the provocateur. I could probably equip that to Liliana. Again, inventory management, everyone. Isn't it the best thing in the world? Oh, she's still not strong enough for it anyway. Okay.
I mean, here's the thing. At least it's not fucking Resident Evil 4's inventory system.
Oh my god. Well,
I think that would add another layer of frustration to this playthrough.
I mean, it depends.
Really? Any dog.
Fuck you with your rumors. Anyway, the thing is that actually, it might actually be better to go topless depending on the style of combat. Because at the very least, if you're...
really know what's going on here?
At the very least, if you don't have a shirt that's less cloth that someone can grab and use to manipulate you in battle.
I mean, it depends on what is there to grab onto.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose. But anyway. Conversation time, apparently.
The Blight, the Civil War. I really wonder how much of it you understand.
He wags tail
You're
happily.
special. Big parts to play. Even you, especially you in some ways. You are the Mabari. You guard one of the most important people.
Excited bark.
What?
Excited barking!
You want to play? But I'm talking. Why doesn't anyone want to hear me talk?
I mean, alright, first of all, I'm going to save, because But I want to hear you talk, Alistair. If you want to talk, you should have just said so.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
He was like he was like a father to you. I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
No, I understand completely.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
No, not really. Not since I went to the tower.
That must have felt a lot like when I got sent to the Chantry. You mages don't even get a say in the matter after all. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to High Ever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Alistair approves +6 and has an explosion of approval in his pants. I'm not even joking.
So, somewhere Dawn is weak in the knees.
It's a shame that they're not here.
Yeah.
But
also, is it bad that I want a thumb don't give a fuck shirt? Just a picture of a blood splattered version of the dog, just like panting, looking, and just in bloody letters, thumb don't give a fuck.
How about you write that down and post it in our conversation so that I remember it later? Because I would love to draw Thumb in exactly that scenario. Thumb don't give a fuck. Okay. Do you want to talk more? Why do you keep walking away from me, Alistair? I want to talk to you. Stop! I want to talk to you! Okay.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
That sounds really rehearsed. So, couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
Aha! The Chantry likes to control their Templars by getting them addicted to a substance that only they can provide.
Color me thunderstruck.
That's horrible. I can't believe they would... You're a mage, Evelyn. You know that's what they do. Because you know Templars. But...
Well, apparently she clocked out during a lot of the years at the tower.
Apparently. I can't believe they would do that.
Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Alistair approves +1 with another explosion in his pants. I tend to save after every conversation when it involves approval. That's just my habit.
What do you need?
Ask you
Ask
something?
away.
So, you said you were raised by the Chantry?
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That would explain the smell.
Well, it wasn't until I was 8 that I discovered you didn't have to lick yourself clean. Old habits die hard, you know.
That would explain the breath as well, then.
And my table manners, too. Though, come to think of it, they weren't all that different from the other Templars. Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on the cold, hard ground, isn't it? Are you having strange dreams?
So to explain what I'm about to say to you, Griffin, because you're behind a little bit, he just asked, are you having strange dreams?
I mean...
Only ones where we're making mad love in my tent.
I think I completely lost my chain of thought. Oh, there it is. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Huh. Why did he send you off to the Chantry?
Arleman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Wow, I'm just looking at, like, one of the answers here is, that sounds like a bunch of whining.
I mean...
What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
You were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Approval +6. So, he's a bastard, and apparently had a hard time of it growing up.
I mean, name me one character in the story that doesn't have a tragic backstory.
Oh, probably a handful, but more people than should be, anyway. Alright,
Yeah.
Time to start digging around for shit. I don't need... Well, I could, again... I don't need to sell it. What am I fucking thinking?
Lovely.
I don't need to sell it! I am already richer than the gods. I do not need to grab more items just to sell. I can use that because it's a gift. Hi.
Greetings to you, milady. If it isn't too much to ask, might you be able to spare some bread?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, and the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
Let's see. Well, I met those bandits. They're dead now.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
Wait, let me give you money! I have enough! I have more than enough! Let me give you money! I want to give you money! Oh.
You've got to have money.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do. I knew you were going to do that because fuck you. Did I just have a do you know who I am? Did I really? What did I do?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? I am Emma Lorelei, prominent YouTuber, voice actor. Sometimes I sing when I actually get up the fucking guts to do it.
I made an animatic about David Bowie. You can just leave my McDonald's in the car.
To get a mouthful. And you laughed exactly like you did then too.
Well, yes, I'm a predictable bitch.
I am richer than the gods. See, that's not a do you know who I am. That's literally just the statement of, I don't need to sell things. I don't need to scrap for things. I'm richer than these people can even fucking imagine. Anyway.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able.
Did you call me a hoe?
Make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Excuse me? Is your profiteering ruffling some feathers?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people.
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
There's been so many of these men lately. Heartless opportunists, all.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
100 silvers! Okay, now I'm gonna pull this in. Do you fucking know how much money I have? You loser? I made a fucking killing with the quartermaster in Ostagar. I don't think he realized, like, that I pulled that fucking scam where you hand someone a $20 bill and then wait, no, hang on, I got change, and then handing a whole bunch of change and having them actually give you more money once the drawer is actually open, etc. Like, here's a $20 bill. No, wait, here's a $50. I would like to make change for that instead once the drawer is actually open, etc. By the way, if someone ever does that to you and you are working as a cashier, don't, if you feel yourself getting confused by the kind of money that people are trying to hand you, basically you have a right at that moment to close your register, call over a manager and say, I am not comfortable continuing this transaction until I'm able to count the drawer. Or something along those lines. Or you can hand them back the original bill that they handed you, close the drawer, and something along those lines. Or, just don't let someone distract you from what they originally handed you unless it's a case where they're clearly not trying to distract you or confuse you.
Yeah, long story short, don't fuck over anyone who has or does work retail.
There's the other side of it, yes. If you ever try to do that kind of shortchanging things, I'm going to find you and I'm going to murder you. I'm not even going to do it in a nice way. Like, I'm not just going to snap your neck. I'm going to put my thumbs right underneath, right against some major arteries right in your neck, and I'm going to push and push and push until I hear bones cracking and I can hear you gasping for air. That is what I will do to you if you try to fuck over a cashier.
I mean, I'd take it a little more seriously if it weren't for the fact that you crack your own hands every time you try and commit an act of violence.
I mean, I'm willing to hurt if it kills you. I'm just saying.
That's fair.
You don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think you can compromise and still make a profit, no?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
That's fine.
A fine compromise. Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Liliana approves. Now, one of the reasons why I got Liliana almost immediately, for those of you who might be familiar with this game, is because Morrigan disapproves, because she always disapproves.
Yeah.
Can I chill at your job and do that to people who heckle you about ID? Thing is, if someone gives you shit over ID, I mean, I would love to be there in every instance of someone trying to argue with a cashier about their ID. Like, yes, I'm sorry, but our policy is that I have to check your ID if you look to be under the age of 40. It's nothing personal, it's just a safety precaution, because if I'm wrong and you happen to be underage, then I will get fined $10,000. Me personally, not the business. Me. I will be fined. And while I understand your frustration, I really can't not check your ID right now. And if they don't understand that, then I will come in and just punch them in the side of the head. That's an interesting spelling of heckle, I'll agree.
I mean,
depending on the store, they have different policies, but I know that where I worked, if you looked under the age of 40, you had your ID checked. That's just how it is. Of course, I haven't been ID'd in ages, despite going to that same store, which has the exact same policy. I haven't been ID'd since I was 23. I don't think. Maybe 27, I think. Sorry, all of my 20s blend together because I give no fucks anymore.
That's fair.
I have reached that stage of my life where it's like, all the years kind of blend together, you know what I mean? They're all kind of the same at this point. I'm just gonna sit here smoking even though I'm a smoke-triggered asthmatic. Anyway, we got a little sidetracked here. I'm playing a game.
Us getting sidetracked on one of your streams?
Suppose
No.
you're looking to buy something.
I am indeed. Let's see what you have.
All right. Just don't buy everything up.
What if I did buy everything up? Who are you to fucking complain, you stupid son of a bitch? I'm gonna take that. Let's see. Let's get these into the specifics. I'm good here. Good there. You don't have any of that. Can take that. Yee. And I can take that. Yee. Let's see. Do I have any firebombs? Well, I don't need any firebombs because I have fireballs, but I could do that. And that can be helpful, and that can be helpful. Okay. Right. Alright, let's see.
The Charters are still operating their board.
Now that's dedication. Okay. Hey, Chanter Devons.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Hi, Jowen. That's his voice actor, anyway. And who are you exactly? The chanter nods and smiles. You don't talk much, do you?
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's Chanter Devons.
What's a chanter?
One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
I mean, that's actually an interesting thing. Like, if you pay attention to what they're saying, they do only speak things with what is the equivalent of the Bible, sort of. They only speak in Bible verses, but the verses that they choose to reply with make sense in context of the conversation still. So let's see. It's like a vow of silence, then? He can't talk normally?
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
Atena says what?
What?
Oh, you got him to speak. Ha!
What hath man's sin wrought?
Oh, he cheated.
Have anything of interest on the board?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
I love that bit. I love making the chanter say what.
I mean...
But it's just, again, that's just it. I can see the character of Evelyn literally just getting, like, that little cat face on and being like, sorry, Atena says what? She's not exactly a huge fan of the chantry, given that they imprisoned her from a young age.
Again, color me thunderstruck.
I know. What? I play a character that's a little bit anti-religion. Or not anti-religion, but anti-established religion. I gallivants Valencia monks. Yes. You mean the Weird Al people, right? I say the Weird Al people, but the cameo with Weird Al, God, he gets around, doesn't he?
He really does. I mean, I'm not complaining. The more work that guy can get, the better.
Evelyn 316, I just trolled your ass.
I mean, of course I praise him now, watching like a year from now when he's gotten some huge scandal just like every other celebrity.
I don't think that's going to happen. Okay,
no, to be fair, I didn't think Pro Jared was gonna be a huge douche nozzle.
Cutscene.
They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
You know, I didn't come here to be insulted today. Just saying. Alright, let's see. Why don't you keep your voice down?
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people! I will not be silent!
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us!
I'll destroy you. And yes, Weird Al was a pony. He also showed up in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend towards the end of that show. Again, every last one of his cameos are gold. And in a show where people regularly break out into song, like, they actually toyed with that a little bit, like, as if he wasn't actually going to break out into song, and then he ended up doing a repeat parody of another song that happened earlier in the series. Because, of course, he did. Anyway. You poor man. What happened to you?
My family, my clan, Those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn!
It must have been horrible. How did you escape?
I ran, hearing my wife screams as they dragged her off. She had hair the same color as yours.
See, what's creepy about that is that it doesn't matter what color your hair is when you actually approach him. He says the same thing. So that literally means that his wife has context-sensitive hair. Anyway. Scaring these people won't get her back.
You were right. I will go.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
Well, that was easy.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
And that's fair. It was literally, there's no hope.
There is no hope.
And apparently, the Babby agrees.
Okay, so what you couldn't hear was, as soon as everyone walked away, suddenly this disembodied voice screamed, "Your king is dead! There is no hope!" There's no one there to be screaming it. I mean, yeah, Evelyn did die, that's the thing. That's literally what happened, so... Pile of sacks. Yeah, no, but it wasn't easy, it wasn't difficult, rather, to encourage them to have hope. It was, like, literally fucking whatever, I guess. Hey, Liliana, we haven't actually chatted yet.
Yes?
What do you know of this place?
Lothering? I think it started as a settlement by the river, and then grew when it became the place where two roads met. There are always people in Lothering, but many are just passing through.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
I don't like that you just bush-shamed, Liliana. Okay. This is an interesting story. I mean, this could be something, or it could be imagined, but... And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Well, I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
The emphasis there is a little weird, Liliana. She goes, that is why you are a Grey Warden. As opposed to what? The White Wardens? The Red Wardens? The Polka Dot Wardens? Like, that's not why I'm a Grey Warden. I'm a Grey Warden because I was recruited in the midst of potentially finding myself driven out of the only home, or not even driven out of the only home I'd ever known, but being lobotomized. But you know, it worked out for the better, with then the entire Grey Warden Order apparently dying in one fell swoop because of an idiot king and a potential betraying asshole. You know, things have worked out really well for Evelyn.
I mean, casualties of war and all that.
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Cat, I didn't ask you. What was life in the Chantry Cloister? What was life like in the Chantry Cloister? Fuck off. You don't get to talk. I don't care. You don't get to talk, sir. I'm asking her a question.
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Uh-huh. That's why I'm not particularly fond of them.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
Well, I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Uh-huh. Okay. I do prefer her ideas to the views of the Chantry, but then again, the Chantry is an absolutely corrupt institution that actually imprisons people for slave labor, and even deliberately gets people addicted to their product that they have the sole access to. Anyway.
Which clearly isn't an analog for any other big organizations that we may or may not know of.
No, of course not. The Griffin numbers waned after the last blight, finally disappearing about 200 years ago. Griffin! I didn't know that you died out 200 years ago!
Wouldn't you know it? I'm a commodity.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Is that so? Hey, buddy!
I see you have returned, sister. I thought you had left the Chantry for good.
I have, Sir Bryant.
And who is the lady with you, if I might ask?
I'm the Grey Warden Evelyn.
I see. I am Sir Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the King's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Well, let's see. Are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Let's see. You do know that I am a mage.
I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn.
Are you the only protection this village has?
Our ban was summoned by Tern Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned.
Where would I find the revered mother?
In her study, no doubt. Preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
Tell me about something else.
If the matter is important, certainly.
What can you tell me about the imprisoned Kunari?
I was there at the farmhold. The beast stood there, wet with the blood of the children. He didn't even deny slaughtering them. The revered mother ordered him caged. She has more mercy than I do. But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all his creations, even the Kunari.
Is there a way he could be released?
You can ask the revered mother. I say let him rot until the Darkspawn claim him.
Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Teon Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
Oh boy, he wants to declare himself king? Hang on a second. What do you mean?
Teon Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
That's a good statement. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. I think there's a little bit more to what's going on than what we're getting here, but even so, it doesn't exactly look good for Loghain that he apparently quit the field in the middle of an important battle where people were relying on him to join in on flank, and then apparently goes back to try and claim to be king. Yeah, politics are never good in time of crisis. I mean, any Godzilla movie will show you that. Particularly the Shin Godzilla that came out, what was it, 2014?
2016.
2016, right, okay. Sorry, again, all years blend together for me. And I am reading the comments, by the way, as we go. I apologize for not responding to them, especially in the middle of cutscenes. But yes, I am the baddest bitch on the internet. Excuse you. I will say that I'm sad that Dawn's not here. But I know that they have business elsewhere tonight. But even so, their responses to everything that happens is fucking perfect.
It's honestly adds a new layer of entertainment to the games.
Especially when I make a choice that they disagree with. No! Don't do that! Why are you doing this?
Press confirm.
Don't press Why are you naming the... Don't name it Thumb!
Oh, God. Like, on the one hand, like, it's funny as hell. On the other hand, I feel bad for torturing them.
I know.
Or rather, I feel bad for lore torturing them.
I mean... Anyway, what is wrong with Arl Eamon?
Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure.
Huh.
One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies. Well, never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
Is there any other help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
Thank you. And again, Dawn is spelled D-O-N here. They go by Donna Paella, but yeah, basically that is their response, just about. So, about those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
Well, they won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
No need. Your thanks is enough.
That is very generous of you. If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Things seem very dire in the village.
They are. With the Ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the Horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
You sound like you're repeating yourself a lot. In the exact same tone. I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Hi guys. Hi, hello. Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings, fellow worshippers of the Chantry. Chantryites? That's what we're called, right? Hey, Sir Donal!
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donal? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Very nearly, Sir Donal. May I introduce my fellow Grey Warden? We are the last two in Ferelden, as far as I know.
Terrible news indeed. Pleased to meet you, my lady. Might I know your name?
I think the dialogue is slightly different. Because I for some reason I may be remembering it incorrectly. I think he's like, and I would have if Logain got his way or some shit like that. But I don't remember him saying that. But then again, it's literally been a year, not a year, years, many years. I was about to say a decade. Many years since I last played this. So, anyway, I am Evelyn. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I trust you are staying discreet, with the bounty placed on your heads.
We've heard Logain's accusations, but he's the one who betrayed the king.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Yeah, that conversation doesn't happen in the vanilla game, so thank God for bug fixes, despite the rainbow armor. So let's see. Shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I was hoping to meet Arlayman, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Tern Logain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Understandable. Do you think Logain is involved with the Arl's illness?
The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Logain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Fair enough. So, your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me more about this Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
No. I was raised in a tower my entire life. I am a maid standing in front of you, so fuck you. Well, I'd like to hear what you've learned.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore.
What? Me?
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Your friend Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
Unless you, like, went over to the bridge where his dead body was. You would have probably found him. If you'd looked. You really that lazy? Is it that far of a hike to go out to the bridge and check? Like, really? Anyway, I dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go.
Okay.
Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
Not really. I handed you a note. I mean, honestly, again, it wasn't that far. You probably could have easily discovered it yourself if you weren't such a lazy piece of shit. Just saying.
And when the Maker spoke, the chant of light
Alright.
scattered in the darkness. The word despair, fear, and ignorance.
Book.
Let those who cry out from the shadows come. Those who seek redemption.
Adventures of the Black Fox. What did I also pick up there? Okay, I just learned about a bookcase, I guess.
Allow me. I can do that for you.
Can you? Oh, you can! Okay. The bronze symbol of Andraste. Gee, I wonder who might like a bronze symbol of the Andraste. I wonder who could possibly want a bronze symbol of Andraste. And you know what? This is actually a good enough opportunity to show you how gift giving works in this game. It's honestly very simple. You select the character, you go to the gift that you want to give them, and you can right-click on it in the little present box, or you can just drag it over to them. I'm going to present box her with it.
That's a wonderful thought.
And she just gained
I don't know what to say.
plus 10 approval. So the thing is that Liliana's, I mean, this may not be the case here, but Liliana's dialogue was slightly bugged that you actually needed to get her approval up above a certain point in order to trigger certain quests. So she wasn't really bugged, but I remember struggling a little bit through her spoken dialogue, getting her approval up, so I usually give her a quick little boost fairly early on in the game. Just, you know, for the sake of that. Anyway. And yet another Jowan voice.
Only the word dispels the darkness upon it.
Well, I don't think I need ancient elven boots, but the health poultices will be nice. Oh wait, I think the boots are actually part of a set. So I'll take those. I mean, not that I wear any of the armor, then... Anyway. Here's the revered mother. There's a book. I'm gonna get the book first. The Imperial Chantry. You know, Imperial... Not best term, really, all things considered.
I mean...
You ever inhale and then get, like, a fucking single speck of dust?
I mean, yeah.
Ah! That just happened to me, which is not useful when part of the whole appeal of streams is you get to hear me talk.
I mean...
Also, welcome back. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you leaving before. Anyway. Revered mother.
Good day, Sister Liliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
Let's see. What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
Well, you know what? I can offer 5 sovereigns.
These poor souls will weep at your generosity. Thank you. What can I do for you then?
So here's the thing. If you're playing this game, and say you haven't recruited Liliana into your party by this point, something like that, the really high tithing, can actually increase the odds that you'll be able to get what you want out of this old woman. There is actually an option, and I think it actually was bugged in the main game, where you can continually threaten her in intimidation for her cooperation with something, and Alistair will disapprove, but Morrigan will actually approve repeatedly every time you threaten this old woman. So it's like, give me the key, old woman. No. Or, fine. Alright, but give me the key, old woman. I already gave you the key. I said give me the key, old woman, or I break your neck. And meanwhile, Morrigan is just, like, increasingly, I approve of this woman's tactics.
And her lack of tact.
Let's see. Well, I want to talk about Sten, the Kunari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
'Cause he's a Kunari. They're interesting. Well, what did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Kunari gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Kunari just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
I love that there was like the faint echo of children as she's talking about carnage. Not intentional, but what would make him do such a thing?
He would not say, though he acknowledged his guilt. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Kunari is a danger.
You're a danger. You actually are. You enforce a systemic problem that oppresses me just for being born the wrong way. Well, is there any way I can convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Liliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
So, and Liliana approves. If you have Liliana in your party, you basically automatically get the approval of the Reverend Mother to get her stuff. Hey! While we're here in the Chantry, do you see anything interesting, Thumb? Oh, he doesn't appear to have found anything. Well, you know what? You know what it's time for, because he has been such a good boy, and he's put up with me naming him Thumb. I'm gonna pet Thumb. He rolls around happily on his back. What a good boy! There's actually another option if you happen to be blood splattered, that you can have him, can you help me clean this up? And he'll actually clean you of the blood splatter. As in, he will lick the blood off of you. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I was gonna say, then you need to bring him in for a special shot.
Well, apparently he's fine because he is dog. Batman voice. I can't do a Batman voice. No, don't not respond. Don't not load. Don't. I'm gonna save. Because that just reminded me that this thing has been so uncooperative so far.
Part of me was waiting for another one of those like like icon glitches to go into the screen.
Oh my god, I was actually even just rewatching that just yesterday even, and watching the fucking...
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you.
Beautiful,
you
gorgeous,
like
rich.
I have ever met. Almost human
Easy
in your
breezy,
intelligence
beautiful
and
color girl.
understanding. So, let me see. You're loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful. Sometimes gluttonous.
Thumb interrupts Liliana with a series of short barks.
What is all this begging for food scraps then?
Whines.
Well, alright. You're not gluttonous. You're just a lover of fine foods. How's that?
He barks happily and wags his tail. Yeah, my dog likes food. What of it, bitch? What of it, biatch? Hey.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Actually, I was more hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I know a bit about herbalism.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travelers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of...
What happened to your eyes?
All you need to know in this note here.
Why are they so tiny? Why are your eyes so tiny? What happened?
I guess in this world, instead of turning red, they shrank.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people.
I didn't need my eyes.
You're a good sort, you know.
I know you don't need your eyes, because fuck you.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Hey, Liliana, pick this lock.
As you like.
Okay. Leather boots. Don't need them. I just needed the experience. Okay, let's see. Where? This way. Hey, Stan! Buddy! What's up, my dude? How you being? In a cage for 2 weeks? Awesome.
You wish something more of me?
Let's see. I have the cage to open your key. Yes. I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well. I'll let you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Thank you, Stan. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
How about you sit down and fucking eat and drink for a little bit? You can chill. Let me handle the adventuring for now. I just didn't want you in that fucking cage. Time to handle some things. Handling things around here. There's what the fuck? Oh, bandits. Okay. Hey guys, want some fireball? I want some fireball.
As you desire.
Oh, you guys want to stand next to me? Okay. We're still in combat for some reason. What? No! I don't want to fight puppies! I say as I hurl a fireball.
I was gonna say too fucking bad. But, I mean, it's been said time and time again, but there is no pacifist route.
You're not wrong.
It's literally kill or be killed. Hashtag Flowey said nothing wrong.
You guys are terrible at tanking. Alright, you guys want to be a bitch about it? Have another fireball. Enjoy that.
Dear me, what a mess.
I mean, you say that, Phoenix, but Pokemon's literally made a killing on that concept.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, it's not just dogs. You fight all sorts of animals and creatures and things and not things and...
Well, the new legendaries are a couple of wolves, so...
Who cares about them? I'm all about the Wooloos.
I mean...
Give me fluffy sheep!
Wooloo is best, Lou.
But anyway. So, those are a bunch of dead bandits. That's awesome. Oh, landmark tree. Hey, Pupper. Mabari dominance is now active.
How wonderful.
Why does that statement make me mildly uncomfortable?
Because the dog is now dominant.
I mean...
Let's see. Over here. Oh good, a bunch of giant spiders! That's what I wanted.
I mean, I don't see why Wooloo and Marie can't just get along. They're both cute as fuck.
Fuck spiders! Fuck spiders!
I'd rather not.
Oh, okay, toxin extract. That's... I will forever remember in this game, way back when, on my first playthrough on my channel, when I was looting them and talking about how the only thing that they really tended to drop was toxin extract. And then I cracked open one of these motherfuckers, and they had chainmail, and it broke me. Alright, they didn't drop any this time.
I love the image of you just cracking open a spider like a fucking lobster or crab, just reaching in, and there's this little chainmail shirt.
I mean, is that not how you do?
It's like a Red Lobster Happy Meal.
I mean, I guess. There would be sufficient meat, I think. Okay, let's see. Well, you guys are eager for more fireballs, so I'm gonna give you more fireball. I don't want to kill the Mabari, but I don't have a choice. Alright. I love turning to see 3 people on fire charging at me.
Well, at least they're not square.
Oh, you're still alive. Oh, damn, Alistair. He just stabbed him and then, like, used his shield to pull him off of his sword. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah. So let's see, actually. I'm going to briefly bite them.
Yes.
And, hey, Sten. Sten. I imagine you would like some armor. I do love the music in this game. I mean, obviously. Okay, that'll work. Oh, we should probably give you a weapon. Alright, so there's the balanced greatsword and the greatsword. The balanced greatsword, I think, is slightly better. He is a two-handed wielder person thing. I shouldn't call people things. Out of my party, bitch!
Vashaden.
In my party, biatch! Okay. I clicked on his crotch.
Lovely.
I clicked on his crotch. Lovely.
As you desire.
Alright, Liliana. Okay, none of that was necessary. Anyway, time to level up. Let's see. I think I'm alone now. Okay. Ooh, Cone of Cold, which is good. What? Why are you laughing? Stop laughing at me!
The thing is, whenever I hear, like, that song or a lot of other, like, older, like, 90s pop songs, it makes me think of the Weird Al equivalent. The reason being, I heard the Weird Al equivalent before the original. Like, so before that one, I heard I Think I'm a Clone Now by Weird Al. Instead of Achy Breaky Heart, I heard Achy Breaky Song instead of, like...
And also to answer your... Oh my god, Cat! What the fuck? Anyway, to answer your question, the heavy chainmail armor is, I think, 100% guaranteed drop. I have never not gotten that set of armor from them. So I'm pretty sure it's 100%, so you get it every time, and it's also really useful. Alistair! Beef up, my dude.
Hmm.
There you go. Let's see. You can't take another... Okay, you need level 9 first. Taunt or threaten or weapon and shield. Ooh, overpower. Let's go with overpower. Alright. Oh my god, I don't need that dagger. I just remembered.
I love how Alistair looks so fucking worried in his little portrait.
I mean, wouldn't you?
I mean, he is a concern.
Is there no more bandits? I thought there were more bandits.
Hmm.
I mean, I ain't complain.
The equivalent of you being unsure as to whether you've killed everyone. The casual nature of it is like, oh, am I out of chips? It could have sworn there were at least 2 or 3 more in the bag.
I've already had enough chips.
I've had enough murder for one day.
No, I haven't had enough murder. Are you kidding me? You can't have enough murder. Murder is a constant in this universe. Hey, 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 Alistair, Alistair. What am I? Wait, what? Hang on, let's get in here. Alistair, what am I? What am I? I'm a mage! Get it? Because I'm in a cage? I'm a mage cage? I'm a caged mage!
Maging!
I'm a caged mage! What do you think, Alistair, huh? Okay.
I am not an animal!
Oh, Lord.
Hey, you take care, Stingo.
Oh, yes. Take care, Rugnar. Have a good night. I don't need those. Liliana?
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
Oh, wait. Is that... What do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Bartlin has poison traps on his land?
He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
The fuck? Sorry, I can't make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
You know, it's not a bother, but I think I need to have a word with Barlin.
Did you see?
No, I didn't see. Ferelden has existed as a nation since the fabled King Callan had the Silver Knight united under the warring Alamari Terrans almost 400 years ago. Load! There you go. Hey, Barlin, I've got a bitch to pick with you.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Don't worry about him. I took care of it.
You did? Well,
I love how the ongoing thing is, I took care of it.
Thanks.
Show me what you've got. Alright, I'm just gonna sell Sten's clothing. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure you have no problem with that. Let's see. Probably don't need that. I'm gonna have a very full inventory up until the point where I actually have a place where I can store shit. Which doesn't happen until I can leave here. You may notice that this game actually has a very long introduction to it. You have your origin story, and then you have Ostacar, and then Lothering is sort of like getting out of the intro, but still something of like a training ground. Don't you crash on me! I will kill a bitch.
I mean, I will say, if it crashes now as it hits the 2-hour mark for the stream,
That would be fucking perfect. Ow!
What did I just say about your threat of violence not being valid?
I stretch my arm and it goes pop. No, explicitly it goes bang. It doesn't just pop, it just goes crack.
If you treat someone in retail with disrespect, I'll come find you.
Ow! Don't do that! Well, I will say that I'm actually feeling a lot better now.
That's good.
Apparently ginger ale is literally a game changer in this regard.
Yeah, what was it like? Ginger ale paired with Tums or something?
Well, I had Tums, but they didn't actually do it, so I actually went and gathered the ginger ale again to sip at it while I was streaming, and while I was expecting to be incredibly low energy today, instead it actually rescinded, so hey, I'm happy with that.
I mean, that's the thing, ginger ale is generally a go-to, like, when it comes to soda that makes you feel better when you're feeling like shit, which I find kind of interesting considering that's originally what Coca-Cola was for.
You're such a handsome dog. I think that every time I look at you.
Is that so?
Yeah, they literally
No.
put cocaine in it because it was sold as a miracle elixir.
I wasn't talking to you! I'm playing a game, you asshole! I knew about Coca-Cola. I knew!
11-second lag.
I knew about Coca-Cola, you son of a bitch! My elbow actually hurts, ow!
Ow. Better get some more ginger ale.
Bitch. I know where you live.
Not anymore, you don't.
I know where you... I don't think Bob would appreciate it if I burned down your cabin.
It's not my cabin anymore.
It's not a matter of whether it's your cabin, it's a matter of when he can take you to court. Like, I just go up there and it's like, yeah, I just wanted to see his cabin one last time. Go to ask your mom to take me over there. She drops me off, or, well, she waits outside. I set fire to something in the middle of there. And then I leave and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I've already gotten everything I need to see here. Let's go.
You do remember this is going up on YouTube, right?
Like your mom watches YouTube.
Yourself at this point.
Like your mom watches YouTube. Like anyone watches my channel.
Oh, she does when I'm involved in it.
No, she doesn't. Well, let's see. Coke was, I think, wasn't it designed to taste better warm, and Pepsi was designed better to taste better cold? Or was it the inverse?
I don't know about that. All I know is that I think it was Coca-Cola was sold as a miracle elixir.
Yes.
And the primary reason was it was because it had cocaine in it.
Yes. It had the cocaine. Anyway, Liliana is talking, so shut up.
I lived with her after my mother died. Had a dog. A small one, red to fit under the arm and in the lap. What did you name it? Oh, yes. Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon was a terror. He would hide, when he saw you coming. And then he would attack your ankles. Rather sharp teeth in the ankles. Very painful. He attacked me once. Latched onto my leg. I thought it was a diseased rat and kicked. Bonbon flew across the room and over the banister. He survived. But he never came near me after that.
Okay, anyway, now that you Akita evaded that dog.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship. The Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Oh, thank you for that. Is there more here? Oh, when bears attack. Okay. And the last keepsake. Ah. Okay. So that's good. What?
I just somehow there was this little uncertainty with that burp, like,
Yeah, well, I was saying, helpful refugee.
Ha! You see them soldiers run like frightened children? Way to go! Ha! You see them soldiers run like frightened children? Way to go! Ha! You see them soldiers run like frightened children? Way to go! Ha! You see them soldiers run like frightened children? Way to go!
If you talk with him before you go into the inn, he just says, be careful, Loghain's men are stationed in there looking for Grey Wardens. And I am only talking to him afterwards, and just like the fucking fist pump over here. Bon Bon? You're calling the police? Is that a weed?
Bon Bon, that's the sound of the police.
That's really racist. Go fuck yourself. Hey, game, would you load? Would you please load for me? Thank you.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden.
And yet another Jowan voice! Is there something I can do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
Can I just say that I'm gonna just now headcanon that with her guilt over what happened to Jowan, she's just literally hearing his voice everywhere. That's how I'm gonna headcanon it, because all of these people are voice acted by the same motherfucker. So, like, alright, I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Quest, the minigame. Scraping the barrel for recruiting. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this now, both in the stream and in the recording and all of that. You're going to want to make sure that you hit Patter Gritch before you leave here, or at least before you finish one of the major missions. Just saying. You can't see me flop my wrist. But just saying, hit Patter Gritch before you leave Lothering, just in general. And some deserters that I can hit up. Let's see. You're a bard, you're a bitch. Okay. Was there anything in here? Oh, there's a dead soldier in here.
Allow me. Of course, I could do that for you.
Alright, Liliana, let's see. Oh, there's money. I'm gonna take that. Absolutely. I don't need it, but I'll take it. Oh, and this little pile of sacks. That's a deep mushroom. I'll take it. Why the fuck are they carrying deep mushrooms in here? Do, 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 do. No! No, don't you not respond. I'm going to kill you, game. I know you're trying to choke yourself, but I will kill you.
The dogs.
Lothering!
Keep telling me. Go.
Alright, so I got a couple of quests in there. Let's see, which ones do I want to tackle first? Well, I think the shortest one would actually be over in where Patter Gritch is.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. Oh, you never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Okay, Alistair, you sound like you had a bad time. It was so quiet that I started screaming just to startle them out of it, he says. Gameplot. I agree. Gameplot. There we go, it's loading. Hey!
Yes? What can I do for you?
Hey! I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back.
Oh, hi, Greg Ellis.
Guess I'll see you on the front lines.
So, Cullen's voice actor, as well as the first voice actor for a certain other character that eventually gets recast later. Loading, loading, everything about Lothering is loading. Why is this taking so long? I'm gonna hurt my hands this way. I have no idea how this sounds.
It sounds like you're about to hurt yourself.
I hurt my... No, never mind. That's a bad joke.
I mean, mood though.
You guys are done talking? Okay then. I guess there are only so many iterations of a certain type of conversation that you can have in this game. Alright, let's see. Did I hear... What did I... Oh, wolves! Well, hey wolves, meet fire. Ha ha ha! Oh my god! I killed all but 2 of them!
I love how you complain about having to kill the dogs, but you kill the wolves with no reservation.
What? Okay. Cops! You found the body of the boy's mother and have recovered her keepsake. Okay. Alright, so where are them bears at? I already took care of the spides. The spides are done. Yeah, I talk like this naturally. The spides, y'all. The motherfucking spides are dead, y'all. I don't know what's... Yeah, Muffet intensifies. Where the fuck are the bears? Where?
This is not over! Bears!
Jay. Okay. Not my child. Alright, call the infected bears. About some blight. Nothing cause for villagers. Chanter. I'll pay 1 sovereign. Return the keepsake to them. Okay. Where are the bears? I want to kill some bears. I want to kill some bears. Why can't I go in here? I want to go in here. I am just literally slowly degrading. Like, oh yeah, I'm totally sick.
Slowly?
You can suck a dick.
Allow me.
Fucking...
I can do that for you.
Oh, okay, a health
I
poultice.
love how people still use that as an insult these days, by the way. Even with as many people claiming to be woke, it's still a go-to insult to tell people to fillet someone.
I mean, I'm telling them to be useful to someone else.
I mean...
That's what I'm telling them to do.
Go be productive.
Go be productive. Hey!
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
They spread communist
Go be
propaganda.
Productive, go be productive. Move out of your mother's house.
Excusez-moi? My little pony, my little pony. What are the lyrics? That's what friendship's all about. Or something like that.
You'd know better than
or
me.
What is friendship all about? My little pony, my little pony. Ah. And some of you have probably retreated inside of whatever cavity you can escape to inside your body. Where are the bears?
Like again, nope. I mean, you raise such a stink about killing the dogs, but when it comes to wolves, bears, just things that are actually serve a purpose in the ecosystem, oh, fuck that shit. They need to go.
Look, I just want to take care of this shit before I leave. Maybe I have to go inside someplace and they'll, like, spawn again or some shit. Running around because I have nothing better to do with my... Hey, Jason, wanna talk?
These darkspawn corrupt the earth. The air turns to black.
I don't care. I am walking away from you, sir. Alright. I don't care. I don't care about the fucking rumors. It's such a shame you fucked it up for me. Please stop doing this every time I enter a building. I must punctuate every syllable this way. Load! Oh, it worked. Alright.
Well, all right.
No! I didn't mean to call that! I said, alright, and she goes, well, alright. I have a superpower. I actually have a few weird superpowers.
Gonna say...
Including the calling of dialogue as well as weird timing, which I believe I've talked about that before on the channel.
Yeah, but you've just got a weird multi-purpose precognition going on.
Uh-huh. It's one of those...
Wouldn't it be nice if it were overcast for this shot we have to do? 5 minutes later.
Let's see. Where the beer was?
Well, apparently someone had the same genocidal tendencies you did, only earlier.
Yes, I literally made the weather change because... What? The fuck? I'm just not gonna complete that quest then, I guess?
I guess.
Wait, maybe... I feel like... I haven't covered every last inch out here, but I don't think... Oh, there they... What? anyway.
It's a fight.
Okay, bears are now dead. Excellent. Look, I just wanted to make
The bears
sure.
are now dead.
I just wanted to make sure that I had taken care of all of the possible quests that were here. At least as many as I could, anyway. And I am accomplishing that. Now the bears are taken care of. No! Okay, that's good. Hey! Hey! Give me money.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship. The Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Yay! What else did I get here? Oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, was there anything else? No further quests there. Alright, let's double check the journal here. Let's see. Oh, no further quests. Karkari wills. Okay, that's that. The blight. Ah. And that. Okay. So, it has now been technically 3 hours since I started streaming. Roughly anyway. 2 hours, well, 2 hours and additional since I actually started recording. So, I think that having completed the majority of the quests in Lothering, barring anything else that it might occur to me between now and next week, I think that's a pretty good place to call it for today.
Yeah.
But I do want to thank all of you who turned out to the stream today. And for all of you who are watching this on YouTube later, if you actually watched the entire video, like, thank you. I do try to archive all of the actual streams, especially stuff that involves the official gameplay content stuff. And I do post them to the YouTube for everyone to be able to enjoy if they're not able to make my streams. Again, it should be every Saturday starting at 5 p.m. Central, barring if there are any health issues or complications along those lines. But I do appreciate your support one way or another. I mean, the most obvious way to support me is to watch my content. And, I mean, if you like it, like, feel free to leave a comment. And I know I do this speech every time, and I'm sure you guys are really loving hearing it every fucking time. But if you like the video, or, I mean, heck, technically, even if you dislike the video, as long as you quote-unquote engage with the video, it actually helps me out quite a bit with YouTube, because then they're like, hey, people like this video, let's shove it in other people's faces so that they can go ahead and like it too. It's a small thing, but it can make a difference, especially because this is presently my main way of having an income right now. Outside of that, there's obviously my Patreon, which will pop up as a link at the end of this video as well as in the video description. Even just, you know, $1 a month gets you early access to all of the content that goes up on the channel that includes these streams, as well as some of the other planned content that goes up on the channel. But even more than that, there are some additional things, like you get previews of art, you get all sorts of, like you get scripts that get posted there if you do $10 a month, which is like, wow. And I know I promote this. I know I promote this every time. Believe me, I don't want to be the advertiser. I don't want to be the person being like, please give me money, please. But this is kind of my job, much as it, and that's just it. It grieves me that I am sometimes unable to even do some of the basic aspects of this, thanks to health issues, which is always fun, right? But that all said, genuinely, those of you who came to the streams today, I really appreciate it. I appreciate that as well. That's another way you can also help out, like during streams. Also, if you want to do bits or actually donate, there should be a link somewhere in the social media tabs underneath the actual video itself. You can actually subscribe to me on Twitch, but that is, like, I'm trying to keep up with that at least once a week. But yeah, these are all various ways that you can support me, but I think the main one that I see is when you folks actually join these streams and you comment and you participate actively in what's actually going on. Like, that makes a big difference to me. I have a lot more fun when folks are responding to what I'm doing. And even just commenting on the videos, like that, I read every one. Like, I don't necessarily respond to all of them, but I certainly read comments. So, all of that out of the way. All of the support my channel, please. I am genuinely very happy to be doing all of this. I mean, I'm enjoying playing an excellent game with excellent company, both in the stream itself as well as in call with me. Thank you, Griffin.
Thank you very much.
I'm in the middle of thanking you, bitch. Anyway, thank you, Griffin, for having on with me.
You're most assuredly welcome.
I do appreciate your company as well. So, I will hopefully see you guys next week, where we probably wrap up Lothering and move on to some of the areas in the game. Yes, Lothering is a very long segment of this game, and it kind of teaches you things like the accepting of quests and running around and trying to take care of things. It is important, and it prepares you for stuff that you're going to have to be doing in various areas throughout the rest of the game. But there are different tone changes depending on what mission you're actually taking care of. So, hopefully I will see you guys next week for more Dragon Age Origins, Evelyn Amel's story.
Take care, everyone.
Have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time of day you're watching this. I hope it's a wonderful one. Thank you all so much.